This is what I look like at the end of the day. I wanted to make this video while I was still looking refreshed and nice, but here's where we're at. Here's where we're at. We're talking about panic attacks today. Let's get it started. It has been a hell of a day. It's been a hell of a week. Work has been insane and crazy and back to back meetings and so many things. And I don't even know where I'm at and what day it is. And I feel like I've neglected every responsibility that I ever was accountable for. Accountable for. I don't know. Anyway, today we're talking about panic attacks. I felt like it was a good time to talk about panic attacks. Not necessarily 100% in correlation with skin flushing, but is it? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've had a couple of beers. So we're doing a YouTube video with a couple of beers. This is what we come to, you guys. This is what we come to in quarantine. For those of you who know about, I put it right here. This book right here called Pressing Forward. Pushing Through Fear and Anxiety to Find My Truest Self. This is a book that I wrote in 2007. And although I do talk about it here, I actually don't promote this book a lot because here's why. My belief system is a lot different today than it was back in 2007. I was waking up to a lot of things that were actually holding me captive. A lot of that being a lot of religious bondage. So when I wrote this book, I wrote this from a perspective of a Christian girl who is experiencing debilitating anxiety to the point of suicide and not knowing what the hell to do next, because according to my small groups and my religion and everything that I read and know and agree to believe that is right, is not adding up to the situation that I'm finding myself in my life. So it's a very short read, as you can see, not very long, but it does tell my story according to my life at this time and how I was just confused about screw all this cookie cutter, praying for you, God is good, the Lord has blessed me stuff. It was more of like, I am freaking dying and no one can help me. So it talks about my journey with my identity and how basically, ultimately, I was in an identity crisis. And when you lie, you have to lie to cover that lie and then lie again to cover that lie. And when you're living a lie, you're gonna spiral into a really dark place. And I did, because I was changing from one realm of my life to a new realm of my life. And I was waking up to all these new ideas and ideologies and leaving behind old things that were holding me down. And it just, my brain didn't know how to calculate and formulate, this is safety and here's what you do next. It literally was a free fall. And so it left me in a place of just wanting to kill myself, basically. But I did not. I'm still here. And I think that probably is around the same time that some of the skin flushing really started taking place in my life. A little bit afterwards, because I think my nervous system got wired in some crazy way, altered at that point. Because I think my whole chemical makeup, my brain chemistry just changed. And when I talk about panic attacks, I'm bringing that up because I've been so overwhelmed the past few days and not sleeping well and laying in bed at night and just like my head is racing and I'm checking my heart rate and I'm like, man, my heart rate is up. But I legitimately have not had a panic attack in years, because when I was writing this book, when I was writing this book, I'll link this in the profile below in case you're interested in reading it, but just with the disclaimer that I'm writing a new book and my thought process and my ideology, everything's a lot different, but this book still tells the story and I guess it's beneficial. But I was laying in bed and I was thinking about how I basically, if I could have a panic attack, I would, but I don't have panic attacks anymore because when I was writing that book, I really wanted to have a panic attack. I just so badly wanted to have a panic attack so that I could document every single bit of what the panic attack was like and what was going on and break it down in my book, detail by detail by detail, so that the audience could 100% relate back to everything I was talking about. And because I was trying to force myself to have a panic attack and I was inviting it into my life, please have a panic attack, it never showed up. And I've learned that about turning red and getting flushed. Ooh. What we got going on here is that if you can invite certain things in, and I think I've heard, maybe Kevin, maybe it was you. Kevin's one of the subscribers here. He's just amazing. And you'll see him in the comments under a lot of the videos if you want to get in touch with him and talk to him a little more. He has more of the facial flushing, but if you invite it to come on, if you welcome it, if you're like, that's all you got. And that's what I learned about panic attacks, that a panic attack is a major adrenaline rush. So if you think about a time when you've been super excited or working out, your body's going to go through the process of basically what a panic attack is. Elevated heart rate and so forth. I think that's the word. Elevated heart rate. There's going to be a change in your breathing patterns. There's going to be a change in your oxygen. Is that the same thing as a breathing pattern? I don't know, but basically your whole body does this whole adrenaline rush during a panic attack, which is the same thing that happens during an intense workout and when you're super excited about something. But you know that when your body's having that type of reaction, when you're excited or you have adrenaline. But when you have no threat in sight, is it raining? It's raining outside. Distraction. My bad, guys. I'm going to keep this precise. I am. But you know what the panic attack, or no. You know what those feelings in your body are from. But when you're having a panic attack that comes out of nowhere, legitimately out of nowhere, you start losing your shit because you're thinking, where did that just come from? And then all of a sudden your brain goes to, I'm dying. I can't, my heart, I can't breathe. I can't. And then it just spirals into this crazy shitstorm of crazy. So what I learned with my own panic attacks was, most likely, I'm not a medical professional, so don't quote me on this, but in my journey with my story, most likely I'm not going to die. I'm a healthy individual. I'm just having a panic attack. And with a panic attack, your body has to go through the process. You cannot stop a panic attack in midstream. You just can't. And I knew I was a healthy individual because I'd gone to the doctor and had everything tested out. And I learned that if I just let my body do what it needs to do, the panic attack will run its course if I don't resist it. If I resist it, it's going to be hell. If I just let it happen, it's going to run its course and I'm going to move on. And here's the scary thing that I dealt with a lot was I'm going to pass out. But the thing about your body, one of the things that's really incredible, is that if you get into a shallow breathing pattern or a deep breathing pattern or whichever one that causes you to get lightheaded and pass out, your body will kick back in. So your breathing routine will reset itself. Your body knows how to protect you. And it's such an amazing, wonderful part of you and you can trust it. So what I would do is I started to invite the panic attacks on. Hey, is that all you got? Really? This is all you got today? I know you got more than that. Show me what more is like. And I started to invite it in more and more and more till eventually I just couldn't have a panic attack anymore. So last night I was laying in bed, I was completely overwhelmed and I was thinking, I'm about to have a panic attack? Ooh, it'd be interesting to document a panic attack right now. And I won't have one. So I wanted to talk about panic attacks today because if you're resisting panic attacks or you have chronic panic attacks or you have things that really trigger those in your life, I want to invite you to test it out. Not a medical professional, disclaimer again, even though I'm giving advice here, telling you from my own experience. What would happen if you invite it and you document it? Like get a pen and document it along the way. Here's what I'm feeling right now. Here's what I'm feeling right now. Oh my gosh, here's what I'm feeling right now. And just document it along the way so that you can share the comments here with our friends on this channel so that they can know that they're not alone in their own experience of panic attacks and give you an opportunity to explore what's happening inside of your body. I'm curious to know if you're still going to have a panic attack after that because I have not had one since. And my story was written in 2017, but that story that I'm sharing with you is from 2011, and I have not had a panic attack since. So all of that to say, that's what I wanted to share with you today. This is a little bit tipsy April, and I'm sorry for the delay in the video. I tend to take my video card out and put it in my laptop and edit my video and upload it and leave it there. But my camera's up here and my computer's way downstairs. And sometimes I just forget to pull that video card out and bring it back up here so that while I'm in the middle of my workday, I can stop and take a time out and talk to you guys. So this is end of day April that you're getting because I really wanted to talk to you. I miss you guys and feel just really off the charts right now between work and family and COVID-19. But I'm just super excited to have this channel. I'm super just so thrilled to be meeting each and every one of you. It seems like a new subscriber's coming along every day. The channel is growing and I'm just excited to get to know each one of you and have people like Kevin and Megan and Taylor who join into the comments a lot and share their experiences. And I just want that to continue to evolve and grow because I've learned so much from you all already. And so if you like this video, if it was helpful to you or at least entertaining, I'm not going to promise I'm going to be drinking every time. That's not really my thing, for my videos at least. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It will tell the algorithm in YouTube that there's stuff happening over here and more people like us will flock to this channel to know that they're not alone and be able to join our conversations and help us along our journey as well. It's part of our tribe. We're calling it the tribe here. And be sure to subscribe. I invite you to subscribe if you'd like to follow along on the journey and commit to helping the rest of us out here because your voice is important and you are important and we'd love to hear what you have to say. But until next time, guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.